Hello, everyone. My name is Ben, and welcome to the Nebraska Book Company Book Buyback System Showcase presentation. I want to begin by sharing with you a bit about Nebraska Book Company themselves. So Nebraska Book Company was established in 1915 as an independent college bookstore, although they've grown quite a bit since then to include a number of other companies as well, all of which pertain in one way or another to higher education retail. In fact, to quote Nebraska Book Company themselves, their main goal is to provide solutions that strengthen higher education retail across the United States, Canada, and the Caribbean. Although the UNL students among you might know them better for their end of semester buyback table that they host at UNL. This book buyback theme is going to continue throughout the presentation, but first I want to thank some of our stakeholders. I would like to extend a special thank you to Tim and Marcia. They have been our main point of contact throughout this project, and they've been very good about helping us out, answering questions, and just kind of putting up with our antics over the last year. So thank you two very much. And I'd also like to thank Lynn, Charlie, Mitch, Chuck, and Brad, all of whom have helped in some capacity. They've been involved in the project one way or another, and I would like to thank you too. I would also like to extend my thanks to the senior design staff, including Bill Browning, our project manager, Chris Bone, our tribe lead, and Mark Antonson, our coach. They've done a lot to answer questions and just kind of keep things rolling in the right direction. So thank you all very much as well. And finally, I'll introduce the team itself. So Ryan Schmid was our project manager and squad lead. Austin Asmus was our development manager. And then our 4 developers were myself, Dalton, Miracle, and David. So next, I'm going to share with you the problem that our team is helping to solve. So book buyback, that is buying used books from students or from bookstores, is actually Nebraska Book Company's chief way of getting new books. So to accomplish this, NBC wrote a tool called the Remote Book Buyback System. Unfortunately, this tool is getting pretty old. It was actually written for 16-bit DOS, and as you can expect, it doesn't really run correctly on modern Windows 10 systems. So this has become a big problem. They've either got to use virtual machines or lug around a fleet of old laptops, and so they would really like to do away with this and upgrade the system to be compatible with a modern platform. So this project presented ample opportunities and challenges for the team. Chief among them was modernizing the user interface. So as you can expect, with a program that was written for 16-bit DOS, there's no windows. Everything is in the terminal, everything is text-based. So one of the things we needed to do was to modernize this, and we did so using Windows Forms. Next, we also needed to update the database solution. The old program was using an old proprietary database system that we just didn't even have access to. So we were going to swap that out for an open source alternative. We use SQLite. Next, we also wanted to lay the groundwork for some continued automation. There was a lot of manual data entry in this old program, and we wanted to try and eliminate that as much as we could. And finally, this thing had better work on Windows 10 when we're done. Otherwise, this is kind of for nothing. So that's really a given for this project. Well, the team's really excited to show what we've come up with, and I figure if a screenshot's worth 1,000 words, then a demo's got to be worth 1,000 screenshots, right? Let me show you what we've got. So here's the home screen. I've already gone and opened up a buy session already, so let's just click on Buyback Books here. And my guide's out of date, but that's not going to be a problem. Type my name in, and here we are. Let me see if I can move my face out of the way. To right there. All right, so on this screen, I can search for books by title or by author or by a couple of other things. Let me try by title, and I'm going to say how to. And as you can see here, we got a whole list of books that it found. It found 401 of them. Let's try How to Fly a Horse. That sounds like an interesting book. And now I can choose what quantity I'd like. And if I hit enter, it's going to complain. There we are. I bought 5 $1 books for Nebraska Book Company. My total's listed down here. And just to show you that I can also search by author, let's try Fitzgerald. There, Great Gatsby. We'll add that too. They're 75 cents. So let's say I'll buy 7 of them. And again, it's going to warn me that I'm buying 7 books, but I'm just going to say all right. And now I can complete the transaction here. And there it goes. It's added my total and it's thrown it in the last transaction. So if you ask me, I think we've absolutely delivered a valuable product. We changed the proprietary C-tree database over to an open source SQLite one. It does run on a Windows 10 machine, as you just saw. It supports both keyboard and mouse inputs, which sounds like something you might expect, but again, on the DOS machine, as far as I know, it did not support mouse input, so now you can use a keyboard and mouse just like you expect. It does support that automated data entry that I was talking about. We can import data files into the program to speed up data input. And finally, we do use that sort of familiar and modern user interface through WinForms. But on the flip side of things, I think that NBC has given a lot of value to us as a team as well. I think I can speak for everybody in saying that we've definitely gained an appreciation for sort of the administrative challenges of running a project like this. Coordinating 6 people is harder than we thought it would be. Things like ensuring that we got tasks done in the right order so that nobody was waiting to get work done. Or the fact that some tasks just took longer than we thought they would. We did a pretty good job of meeting all of our deadlines, I think, but sometimes things just got away from us. So in conclusion, I'd like to thank the senior design staff for coordinating this whole project. I'd like to thank Nebraska Book Company for offering up this project for us to work on. And also, I'd like to thank the rest of my team. You've been really great to work with. So thank you all very much, and I hope you have a good rest of your summer.